Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on GU guys. What am I expecting on GU? If you watched my previous analysis, I said I was expecting GU to at least push up to around this area right here, which is 1.2 um 1.21753, around that area, before we now continue to push to the downside, because I knew that overall GU is still on a downtrend until otherwise happen. But as you can see that we are just continuing to move to the downside, and right around this area right here we are consolidating around this area right here. So now, based on this market right now, what am I expecting guys? I'm still expecting a move to the downside on GU, but we just have to see how that happens because of the ranging one. It's ranging around this zone right here, so we just have to see how that plays out. So now I'm going to delete this my previous analysis and let's see how that plays out based on this current price markets guys. So now what am I seeing? We might be seeing something like an impulse, a kind of like a rectangular correction, which also leads to continuation to the downside, because if you're going to continue to the downside, my target to be 1.18603 right here, because of there is a daily imbalance right here. So that will be like a perfect entry, perfect take profits point before we now get more data around that zone to know whether we're going to push to the upside or downside. But that's for like a future reference. But based on this my current action right now, I think there's a possibility that we might actually push up a little bit, maybe to around this trend line right here. Then we might continue to push to the downside. That's a possibility I'm seeing. If I draw a quick fib just from here to here, from here right here to here, let's see, we can see it. So my possible target will be around here, so it's aligned with the trend line right around here for us to now know what next. So we just have to be patient, right? Because we have currently be just consolidating around this area right here. So I can do just a small trend line right here just to show that we can see a possible touch to the upside. I mean, first touch, second touch, a third touch around this area. So there's a possibility that we might push up a little bit before we now continue to push to the downside, right? So, but if you're seeing a down move, I will still want a break of structure around the zone, a break of structure below the zone for more sales right now, because I think because of how choppy the market is right now, you need more confluence to know what next, right? As long as I don't break above this trend line right here and I'm still seeing buy momentum, then we might just come here right here before we now continue to push to the downside. That's a possibility I'm seeing. Or we might just come here. If we break this trend line, I won't take a sell yet. I want it to at least break this zone right here, give me a breakup structure around that zone, a possible retest, then we will now continue to push to the downside. So on GU guys, we just have to be a little bit more patient. We've been selling, so there's a possibility of more retracement before we now. There's a possibility we might break this trend line, retest this trend line. Then my next target on that would definitely be around this area right here. So if you're pushing to buy, because like I used to say, don't predict the market, you react to the market. Anything can happen. You might get to this zone right here and just continue to tank to the upside, because we have been selling for a long time and we know that the direction doesn't just go one way. It goes and it's impulse, then we see correction, then we see continuation. So because we've been selling and selling, there's a possibility that it's high time for us to actually retrace, which is the sell buy move. So we might buy to this extent, or we might push up a little bit to around this area right here before we now start continuing to the downside. So that's a possibility, because I think it's overdue already. But like I said, it's not my opinion, it's what the market gives that will take. So that's just my thoughts, guys. Let's be patient and see our next move. Like I said, if you want to sell more, let it come down to break the zone it has been, because it has just been consolidating around the zone right here. Let it push down and closes above the zone. Let's see a sort of like a retracement to give us a possible lower high. Then we can now continue to take the trade to the downside. So that's my thoughts on GU, guys. Hope you find this helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.